Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit since I've put a video out. Work has just been really crazy. I had a really crazy weekend, but I'm back and I am going to do a false eyelash tutorial. I just got a new palette, the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place, and the colors are they're just magical. Like, it's just like the most magical palette I think I've ever owned. And I wanted to do a halo eye look for you guys, but I have had a few people ask me to do a fake eyelash tutorial. So I figured, since that's what some people have asked me for, that's what I'm gonna do first. So I already have my foundation on and I already have some eyeshadow on. So I'm pretty much ready to go as far as with the fake lashes. And just before we get started, I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the channel. And if you like the idea of this video, give me a thumbs up and let's just get the tutorial going. So I am going to use Ardell. They're faux mink lashes, and these actually aren't new. I've used them before. You can reuse these, and this is how they come in the package, just kind of like that. And you can get these at any drugstore. They're fairly inexpensive. I think these were maybe a little bit more expensive because they are the fake mink ones. So I think these were maybe like $7, $6.99 or something like that. And this is the glue that I use. It's the Duo glue. It's the most common kind of glue out there. I actually prefer the black one, but they didn't have it, so I had to get the white one the last time I bought it. But it dries down clear. So when you put it on the lash, it does look white, and then as it dries down, it goes away and you can't see it anymore. And the other tool that I have is lash tweezers. They're a little bit different than your regular tweezer. I don't know if you guys can see those. They're kind of curved to fit, to put the lash on. So I have that there, and I'm just gonna get started. So when you first get the lashes, you're gonna put them on just like they are in the packet. So this lash right here is gonna go on this eye, and this lash right here is gonna go on this eye. And you do, or you may not have to. I have smaller eyes. I do have to trim them down. You don't have to trim all the lashes down, but the Ardells are pretty big, and I find that I do have to normally trim them down to just fit my eye. So you just do that with a pair of nail clippers. You just put it on, you size it. You always want to cut from the outside of the lash. So when you place it on your eye, you want it to cut from the side that goes to the outside and not the side that goes from the inside, in case, because you just don't want the band to like poke you or the lashes to poke you. It's just easier to cut them from the outside and work your way in. So you just want to cut them down to the size that's comfortable for you. I use a small pair of scissors, or you can use nail clippers, and that seems to work. And then I take a mirror like this. So I'm just gonna put that right onto my lap, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the fake lash. I'm gonna put it into the tweezers, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply the glue. This one has a pretty thick band, which makes them a little bit more complicated. I wouldn't say this is like a great starter lash. It does have a pretty hefty band on there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so I'm just going to take the glue and I'm going to apply it. And you don't want to use too much glue. You want to use just enough. And I think, I know for me, the biggest mistake that I made at first was throwing the glue on and then trying to put my eyelash on right away. And what you really want to do is give this a good 45 seconds to a minute to kind of dry down and get tacky a little bit. Because if you put it on now while the glue is super wet, it's just gonna slide all over your eye and make a huge mess. And I think that's where a lot of the frustration comes from, is that no one, told me that. I kind of had to like self-teach myself how to do this. And the first few times I, glued it to like the side of my nose. I've glued it to my eyebrows. I have, and I'm by no way, shape, or form a pro at this. I will probably screw up multiple times during this tutorial, but I think that if you have the basics and you apply them and you just practice, that you can really just kind of grow and be good at anything. So this glue, like I said, when it dries down, it does become clear. So you don't want to wait for that to happen, because once it's clear, it's too late. You're going to have to reapply the glue to put it on your eye. And the other important thing is that you don't want to be looking up in a mirror like this. Going in like this with a lash above you is just going to frustrate you, and it's probably going to cause, it's just going to frustrate you. It's easier to do. You want to be looking down into the mirror. You want to have like the surface area of your eyelid available to you. If you're looking up, it makes it a lot smaller, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to put my little mirror down, and I am just going to take the lash, which I think should be okay now, and I'm going to put it right on my eye. Oh, see, look at it. See? And sometimes like the glue sticks to the thing, and I'm gonna take, you know, my other default is that I'm a lefty, which, so I'm just gonna take the eyelash and I'm going to apply it right to my eye, and I'm just gonna leave it for a second and let it kind of stick to the middle. And then I'm just going to take the tips of the tweezers and I'm going to stick the edges down. You want to make sure that you know, if you have a long edge, you want to make it be the outer edge, because anything that's too long in the middle is really going to poke you like right here, and it's annoying. It is really irritating. So then what I like to do is I like to just take my tweezers and I like to just smash, like, see how I'm just pinching my eyelashes into the false lash. It kind of like blends them. So I just do that until it dries. And there, I've applied one of them. Okay, and you can see there is a little bit of white on my eyelid, but that will dry. I have seen girls go and use metal tweezers. I know myself, and I know that I am one of the clumsiest people in the world, and I will wind up impaling an eye if I use metal tweezers. So that's why I like these plastic ones. But if you think that you're confident enough and comfortable enough and have a steady enough hand to go ahead and use regular metal tweezers, be my guest. I just would not advise it. I'm just going to go in and basically do the same thing with the second lash. I'm going to put the glue on it. And sometimes the glue, I don't know if you guys can see it, it bubbles. It's okay. Just take it and spread it out. You don't want a ton of glue, but you do need like a decent amount of glue to make sure that it sticks. You want to make sure you get glue really good on the ends and in the middle. That's where it's important. And just like with the first one, I'm going to give this a minute to dry. And as far as mascara goes, you can put your mascara on first if you prefer. I like to put it on second. I feel like it just kind of matches my natural lashes in with the fake lashes. Some girls like to put their mascara on first because I think it makes my real lashes curl up way too much, and it just makes it more difficult. So this is just about ready. I'm going to wait for this to dry down just a little bit more. And I'm going to do the same thing. So to look down at your eye and apply the lash. And I always apply it to the middle first, because then you can go in and you can, you know, stick the ends on once the middle is solidified there. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of let that sit for a minute and stick. And then, just like I did with the other one, I'm gonna take my tweezers and I am just gonna mash my real lashes into the false lashes. And there you go. And that's it. And then once I let it dry a little bit more. Usually like at this time I'll brush my teeth, put my lipstick on, do some other makeup-y thing that doesn't have to do with your eyes, and let these really dry down. And then once you feel like they're, you know, stuck on there really well, you're just gonna take some mascara. Now I wouldn't use, this is the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, and this is, it's drugstore mascara. The mascara that I like to use all the time is the Benefit. They're real mascara, but that's $23 a tube versus I think I paid $9 or $10 for this tube. And you don't really need to apply like a full coat of mascara either. What I basically do, the less that you can apply, the longer your lashes are gonna last, the fake lashes. So I just go down and I just try to coat like my real lashes, and I think it just kind of blends them in better. I try to get as little mascara on the false lashes as I can. Like I said, it just extends the life of them. The Ardell ones I probably can get like 5 or 6 wears out of. I have real mink ones that I use. They're not, it's not, the mink ones aren't a full lash, it's just an accent lash, so it's just kind of on the side. And those are really easy to apply, so I wanted to show you guys like a full lash. So I just go in, make sure that everything is blended and everything looks, you can't see my natural lashes anymore, that they all look blended together, and that's it. Can you see right there? It's that easy. And then at this point, all right, so if I'm gonna do a wing, I'll draw the wing before I put the fake lashes on. And then I'll put the lashes on, and then I'll finish the rest of my eyeliner. But if I'm not gonna do a wing, which I'm not gonna do a wing, I just wait until they're on and dried, and then I can go in with the eyeliner and just kind of cover up the track. Okay, so there you go. Eyeliner's on, lashes are on, and that's how you apply fake lashes. So I hope that those of you who asked me to do this get to see this video. If you do, leave me a comment or leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. And I am definitely going to do a halo eye with that new palette that I got. I can't wait for you guys to see these colors. They're unbelievable. I hope you have a good night, and I will definitely see you soon. It will not be another week, I promise.